read. Lines, rays, and angles. This is lesson 10.1 in Go Math. Let's read the essential question now. And go. How can you identify and draw points, lines, line segments, rays, and angles? All right, let's unlock the problem. Now remember, let's be math detectives and circle our clues. Ready? Read. Everyday things can model geometric figures. Let's get everybody to read. Go. For example, the period at the end of this sentence models a point A. A solid painted stripe in the middle of a straight road models a line. Okay, so term and definition. We already read this earlier when we played Mrs. Copeland Says, but a point is an exact location in space. How you draw it is, can you see A and then there's a point right next to it? You read it. Read it. Point A. And you write it. Okay, an example is the point of this pencil. A line is a straight path of points that continues without end in both directions. How you draw it, can you see how you draw it? Now they put letters to name the points. Okay, so when you read it, it would say line BC, or you can go in reverse and say line CB. Cool thing about lines is they go in reverse or back and forth or up and down, and they have different lines with that. Okay, cool? All right, so you would write it. Can you see the arrows above it? You have to put the arrows above when it's a line. Okay, when it's a segment or a point, you have to put the point where the letter is. Where do you put the point?
Where the letter is.
Where do you put the arrow?
The end.
Where the letter is. Okay, so if there is a point above the letter, you put a point there. If there's an arrow, you put an arrow above it. Okay, above the letter that it goes with. All right, so you can see how we would write it. You can see an example, it would be a road. See how it looks like it just goes forever? That's a line. All right, a line segment. Oh, here's where it's different. A line segment is, let's read it, is part of a line between two endpoints. I'm not hearing some of you guys reading out loud. Remember, we see, hear, and do. Okay, so a line segment is where it stops. It's two endpoints. You read it. Let's read it. Line segment DE and line segment ED. You write it. Can you see how it doesn't have arrows above it? Yeah, that means it's a line segment. And you can see with this yield sign, there are stopping points. These lines don't go forever. A ray is a part of a line that has one endpoint. Let's everybody say that. It has one endpoint and continues without end in one direction. So let's look at our picture of draw it. Where is the endpoint? Which letter?
G.
F.
Oh, yeah.
F has the endpoint and G has the ray. Okay, so ray. So you would read it ray FG. Now can you say ray GF? No, because the ray starts with the endpoint and goes out to the line. Does that make sense? You write it. Can you see how the endpoint is over F and the arrow is over G? That's a big deal. Okay, so you just have to match up the letters with the signs. We write it FG, and an example is in this one-way sign. Has an endpoint and an arrow. Okay, so activity 1 is draw and label JK. What are my clues? Yes.
The line above it.
The line above it, which means it's a what?
Line. Segment.
It's a line segment. Yeah, it doesn't have arrows, so it's not going to be a regular line. It's going to be a line segment. So draw and label JK. So I have my letter J. I have my letter K. And does it go like this?
No.
What do we need to add on to it?
A line. The endpoints.
We have to add the endpoints, yep. Okay. Okay, now if it was a regular line with arrows, it would have those on them. But this is a line segment because it stops there. Can you guys see that with segment? Okay, is there another way to name that? Think. Talk to your partner. Is there another name? Yes, and what is it? Okay, good. I heard yes, KJ. So, yes, it would be KJ. And let's draw a picture. Actually, the same picture works. So we could say it like this, and it's the same thing as the other way. Pretty cool, huh? Isn't that awesome? All right. Good job. I see you're still writing. So I'll just pull this next paper over. All right. Okay, now we're going to do angles. Are you ready for this? Okay, angles. Let's read it. Ready and go. An angle is formed by two rays or line segments that have the same endpoint. The shared endpoint is called the vertex. What is the shared endpoint? The vertex. Okay, very good. So how you would draw this is PQR. All right, so which letter is the vertex?
Q.
Q, great, because it's the shared endpoint. We would read this in several different ways. It kind of has different names. Like I have different names. My kids call me something. You guys call me something. My husband calls me something. They're different names for the same shape. That's the same thing here. So let's read these different names for this shape. Ready? And go. Angle PQR, angle RQP, and angle Q. What do you notice is the same with all of those names?
They start with a Q.
Q is where?
In the middle.
Q is in the middle, and that's where it always is with angles. The angle is always going to be in the middle of the name. Okay, very good. And you would write it. What goes in front?
R.
An angle picture. It's an angle picture. What goes in the front?
Angle picture.
Yeah, there's a little angle picture. So it's angle PQR, angle RQP, or angle Q. If you love to write, which I know some of you do, you can write the word angle, or you can just draw a picture of angle, but you have to draw either of them. Okay, an example is a piece of pizza. Who likes pizza?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty great. So that's an example of an angle. All right, you can name an angle by the vertex. When you name an angle using 3 points, the vertex is always the point in the
Middle.
Good. Angles are classified by the size of the opening between the rays. A right angle forms a square corner. I want everyone to do this with their arms. Form a right angle. Okay? Oh, I see some people not. Form a right angle with your square, or with your arms. Okay, form a right angle with your arms. Okay, good. All right. Okay, it forms 90 degrees, and we'll talk a little bit about that too. A cool way to do this is take any paper that has a corner, because most papers have corners, and you stick it in there. If it fits just right, do this with one of your other papers. Put it in that right angle. Can you see how it fits just right? Just right. That's your clue. That is a what angle? Right angle. If it fits just right in that corner, that is a right angle. And we always have papers available, even on tests on the computer. Okay, so you can always take the paper, fit it right into that corner, and if it fits just right, it is a what angle?
Right.
Good. Okay, a straight angle, everyone show me with your arms. A straight angle forms a line. What does a straight angle form?
A line.
Good. And that's 180 degrees. Okay, straight angle is 180 degrees. You can see these right here on the board. All right, and a acute angle is cute and little. It's less than 90 degrees. What is acute?
Less than 90 degrees.
Yeah, it's less than a right angle. So any acute angle is going to be less than a right angle. If it doesn't fit just right, it's too small, it's acute, it's little. Yes?
It even says cute.
Yeah, it does say cute, exactly. Is less than a right angle, and obtuse is greater than a right angle and less than a straight angle. So it's going to be bigger than a right angle, bigger than just right, and less than straight. Does that make sense? Okay, all right, activity 2, classify an angle. To measure an angle, you can compare it to a right angle. We just did the paper thing. You could fold papers or you could just use corners of papers that we just did. That's way easier. Okay, because sometimes people don't fold straight and then it complicates things. So we're just gonna use corners of papers, okay? All right, so you guys have your other paper right next to you. Make a right angle by using that sheet of paper. We're not gonna fold it, but we're gonna see that. So take that other sheet of paper and you're going to put it in the corner of this. Can you guys see this? Okay, put it in the corner. Can you see how it's bigger? It's bigger than the right angle?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be what? Obtuse. Obtuse. So we write obtuse right next to this. Obtuse. Okay. All right, then we go to letter B. Take your corner of your paper and put it where?
In
In the angle, right? Oh my goodness, it covers it. Can you see how it covers it?
It's too
That
small.
means it's what?
Acute.
It's acute. It's too small. So write acute next to it. Okay, let's do it with letter C. Take your corner, put it in the corner of the paper.
Close.
Oh, it's close, but it's what?
Acute.
It's still acute. It's acute. It's too small. It doesn't fit just right. Acute. Okay, now let's try letter D. Put it right in the corner.
Perfect.
Oh my goodness, does it fit just right?
Yes.
Oh, so it's a what kind of angle?
Right.
Right. Good job, guys. Right, it's just right. Okay, awesome. Let's turn to the next page. Share and show. Here we go. Ready and read. Draw and label A, B. Oh, but what is that?
Line segment.
It's a segment. Segment A, B in the space at the right. Okay, so let's do it. We have A and we have B. Do the lines go forever? They don't have arrows on them, so they're what? It's a line segment. Okay, very good. So AB is a
Line segment.
line segment. Okay. All right, very good. So you are going to do the rest of these share and shows with your partner. Can you use your tool page, your lesson page to help you?
Yes.
Yeah, I would absolutely keep this for a few lessons in this chapter.
I don't get
Keep this lesson page. Okay, so partner A's are going to explain.
even.
Partner B's are going to explain. Everybody is going to. If you still don't understand, what did I say you could use? Your tool page to help you. Okay? All right, very good. Ready and go.